What is up, chat? How are we doing? We're getting ready for another day of Fated Dominion. It's been a little bit. But we're back. We're so back. Very excited. Let me chill out on the music a little bit. Thank you, Dark Souls 3. But I do not need all that. Let's switch you over. VR chat. So, as a reminder from last time, we walked around a whole bunch, found this area, helped this guy some research about magic that was infecting plants and killing him, and then found out he was a man that was working for the Dark Lord. He tried to kill some of our team. We jumped the guy, ended him, and now we're resting after the little squabble we had. Ooh. I have fucked around in my settings. We have messed around a little bit, so hopefully, I say, biting my tongue a little bit to not, you know, assume too much. And you know, knock on wood. Dang, I'm finding some knock on wood. We might be eating today. I might be able to load the map. Things are starting a little earlier, so we might also be leaving Fate a little early. But, we'll just have to wait and see, honestly. Whew. And then tomorrow I'm doing more Liza P, because I want to play more so much. I want to play more so bad. I want to do it off stream. Follow a goal? I didn't even set one up. Swaff0328, thank you so much for the follow. I had a follower goal? When did I set that up? 550, holy shit, you guys are crazy. You guys are actually wild. Thank you so much for the follow. Shout out, everyone. Oh my god, I didn't even do anything yet. Didn't even interact with another character. I've done nothing, guys. You guys are wild. You guys are too much. Alright, let's see. I'm ready to lock in. See if we can find some people. Alright. Roleplay cheat sheet. Grab your mirror. See where people are with remote players on. They're all over there. They're at the front? It might be. They are indeed. Oh, nice. It might do. I think it automatically sets one every 10, I think. Which, you know, fair enough. 10's a lot of people. Could you fit 10 people in the room you're in right now? It can be a little bit tough to. Not every room can fit 10 people. Oh, I've also been told by Mr. DM Man off thing that there are consequences to our actions, whatever the fuck that means. So it's gonna be fun. All right, let's pretend I'm a gruff, masculine, buff man in this moment. Do my worst impression of a Belmont. Or Clive Rossfield. Or something for that matter.
We're certainly a harder group to blend in. So is the case.
Oh, the time comes for negotiations. Just leave me in the back. I'm not good at lying.
Not being good at lying will get you killed out here, you know.
It'll be hard and harder.
Might be worth working on it.
Yeah, I'm aware.
He continuously complains about it, so I think that's going to be best that we just make sure that they shut up anytime that is someone else that we do not trust immediately or approaches.
Fair
Or
enough.
else he's going to get us all decapitated in some shape or form.
Makes sure to get a proper assessment of whomever it is you're speaking to. And generally, I guess just don't trust them.
I suppose we just have been somewhat lucky most of the time. Anyone who does work with the Dark Lord tends to just attack first, questions later. This is our first time dealing with some kind of espionage, I suppose you could say. Still. Good. Listen, if there's any bright side to this all, harsh reminder. Watch us.
Was about to say, if it's the first time, it's a lesson to be learned, so just take it as you will.
It should only be more continuous as the days go on.
Yeah, not used to someone so normal. It's usually some bizarre cultist of an army of slaves willing to throw their lives away for, I don't know, even a mild hint of recognition.
Exactly. Usually their fervency is pretty worn on their skin. Otherwise,
That's preferable.
Easier when they're just bleakly and obviously, someone to be slain. On your appearance, disguise magic does exist.
Does?
Hands on something that would be easier said than done. Of course.
Guests have. Might get one. Oh.
Just put that conversation on pause. Remember what we talked about?
I'll be quiet.
Salutations. To whom do we owe the pleasure?
To band sister.
I see. Well, if we had a fire, I would invite you to sit before it, but clearly we do not, so please. If you might introduce yourselves as such, I'm sure we would appreciate lowering any tensions in the air.
I'll go first.
Oh, I see.
Speaking of legend,
Undead?
So it would seem.
Not entirely uncommon.
As I foretold. Name's Usambi. We are mutual acquaintances of a familiar face, yeah. And this is Tor. They don't talk much. We have come to provide assistance, yeah, and observe. Take it as you will.
assistance.
Observe. Observe what?
Y'all's great work, man.
Wait to work.
It's an accent I did not think I was gonna hear, and
Might
fucking
you
fit into
elaborate?
minion, but shout out, I guess.
Mutual acquaintance, sister, being amongst you mostly, has pinged a interest in what you are doing. They are preoccupied with keeping a balance of sorts. We all that they can provide.
A mutual acquaintance has sent to you two.
Oh, I see. I think.
Don't rack your brain too much on this, sister. It is not that deep.
It is a simple matter, yes. I believe the acquaintance in question might be Gaia, but I'm uncertain. Either that or... well, dear druid and all. Number. Actually,
Despite them
clear that
speaking
up
in
real quick.
circles, seems like they know the greater picture of our group.
It does seem the case.
Maybe you should clear that up first before we decide that we can start talking to them.
Does your traveling companion, Revna, know of anyone that might fit the descriptions that mentioned anyone of the sort?
I suppose now
Don't
if I'm going to
recognize
get a
her.
call
I've been
without
traveling
others
with
in.
her for a while now.
I thought so.
Done it all before.
Not least
Though again, with our recent display
Not
of what happens when we trust
be
somebody,
case, most
I
likely.
guess now we should be more wary.
I don't know. I think she's still resting anyway.
If we're letting them in, I'm
Better
keeping
find
an
that
eye on
rest.
them.
Of course, we would not
They
want
prove to
to
be
Of course,
problem,
as we have onto
then
you.
we take them out.
Agreed.
I feel like I've been forthright this whole time.
Please, let us not stand so far apart with hands on hilts and all that manner. Come forward, we can all speak in a more civilized manner, should you choose to do so.
If so, say, sister. Hmm.
So you say your purpose in coming here on your tenure is to observe us? Possibly travel alongside?
Yes, man. Simple as that.
I mean, to be fair, we have acquired a number of strange attachés. I suppose less fortuitous manners than this. My own edition was certainly worthy of
If you-
speculation.
If you plan on following, you gotta help.
You have a question, you may as well just
If you don't
ask it.
have the supplies to feed 2 more mouths or 1 more mouth, I don't know.
Supplies will not be a issue, man, for us. Besides
Sorry.
an occasional results of your work afterwards for me, man. We are very low supplying. We all have our secrets, man. In due time, we will reveal it to you. But as the balance calls, and as you have secrets, we'd like to keep it a little protected for now.
Gotcha. More people eaters. That's good to know. You'll have to share.
Mm.
You say you know of us, correct? You say you came to observe, correct?
Yes, man.
Mutual party, who is it? If we are both mutual, we could be aware of them.
What I'm trying to ask here is you've been following us, then, correct? Have you noticed anyone else, then?
The ways we follow him on, very few can travel. But no, we have not.
So you've not seen anyone else following us? But thus we
What
may,
do you know of our
they-
party?
Actually, let's put a pin in that. Go inside if we're going to communicate further about that. If we're going to be expecting someone, better not do it out in the open. Indoors now.
I agree, man.
I didn't ask for your agreement. Don't leave them waiting. I don't trust them by themselves.
I know, they might read all his
Well,
books and
so-
defense his table.
Not
What a
terrible.
shame.
Alright then.
Following us, we should
They
be aware.
did get both their names, actually. They said
Did
it in
they?
the
I
beginning.
didn't
Pay attention
hear.
more.
Well, I suppose for brevity's sake, how about you repeat it for us? Make sure we can drill to our heads.
I am Ushambi, mate. Ushambi. Pronounce it however you wish, man. My
You shall be.
associate here is Tor. She rarely speaks, but she observes.
Understood.
Hold on, word.
Now, mutual
Oh,
acquaintance. If it's so mutual, we could be aware of them, correct?
You're very much aware of him, man.
Yes, we're aware of plenty of individuals here, and plenty of individuals watching us. You're going to be more precise. And much more formal.
Who is this mutual person that we know of? Just spit out the name and it'll be over with, and we know whether or not to trust you. That's what he's trying to ask.
We are somewhat bound to not quite straightforward the Vergemon who it is. But I can answer your want with a riddle.
Great, riddling spectre.
Shoot, I guess.
What follows you most dearly everywhere you go? What's the one thing that ends every fight, every action, every inaction, every life? That is your answer, Mon.
Fuck's sake.
Oh,
Nah, I don't
about
get it.
acquaintance, a less literal one.
Alright, that explains everything. Just to be aware is, we can tell that you're undead. The other one is, are they a vampire? Tor, I believe the name was, yes? Human then.
They said they have their secrets. Let's not pry into it right now.
We should be aware of what resources we need to divulge to them if they're going to be
They
here.
And we're
also
not
said
exactly in a spot
earlier.
anymore. We can just take
I
it and
know.
bring in without questions.
That's
We
fair, but the
understand.
question
Stop
somebody also
fucking
said.
trusting everyone when you saw what happened yesterday. Now hold your tongue and let us actually question them
Mithrin.
instead of you protecting them.
Let's not fight amongst ourselves either. We can find a nice interlude here. Everyone is keeping their secrets, but there is some that they should be divulging, so we know what we're getting
Exactly.
I require sleep.
Good. Simple.
So they
any
speak.
other-
All that we required.
Traits to yourself, we should know.
Interesting.
regarding whatever it is you may be. We do not have any surprises or up-and-cominses should you go into a sudden blood craze or require many souls every fortnight or something.
After you do whatever you do to those that you in life, I want a final look at them. That's all I require, Mon.
Do you take something from them when they go? Or do you just wish to look upon their faces as they die?
A bit of both, Mon. A bit of both.
There has to be a consumer of souls. Then it will make things difficult.
We have a verdict to give here.
No. We understand all that I believe is required. Any other questions in mind? Jaxith?
I've got all mine answered already.
Alright.
We brought people into our party with less questions. I just suppose of recent we're more
course.
on edge.
Alright. Both of you may wish to be careful or moving forward throughout the day. We plan on staying here until we have someone following it. That's being our guide, guiding us forth. I believe that we're going to be having a bit of a continuous talk in here, and I do not believe that either of you would wish to be a part of it. Feel free to converse with the others.
Thank you, Mon.
So we have the Avatar of Death following us now.
That's what it was?
Yes.
Alright, I was
He
assuming
works
the
with some
same
sort of
thing.
entity of death, or
Right.
perhaps the literal concept of death itself.
It would make sense.
Yeah,
I doubt
right.
that he himself is that, but a follower of it.
Well,
Or more aptly, simply, he's someone who just likes death. He follows it.
with a
But
Lich
it's
King
something else.
and my book, it would make sense that Death would be interested. We've denied enough, well, natural death as is. We'll likely deny much
Indeed.
more.
Right.
If that actually was the case, then he'd be more apt to the Dark Lord himself, which would make sense why he'd send a follower to us.
Right.
Well, there is something to think about then. He is working for a thing that can communicate, an entity of some kind. Why is it interested in our party? It seems like all it cares about is just observing death, taking something of essence from those who are dying. They could more than easily get the death that they'd want. Some other party, brigade. Hell, working in the Dark Lord could more than appease them.
Our plan is to kill the Dark Lord himself, is it not? What greater showing could there be to observe death than the death of a tyrant? The tyrant.
Death of a tyrant, and death of his empire.
You wish to spectate
Killing
the
something that's been
ultimate death.
alive for thousands of years.
It's my idea, at least. My guess is the bastard's gonna start eating souls as well, which is going to be very inconvenient for myself.
That's what I was trying to pry into.
Your Lich King friend is showed up.
That's good.
Took him long enough.
They're coming.
There you are, you slow bastard. Thought you'd gone and died again.
No. Not again. I was too busy looking over my kingdom. It is in a current stable state.
Stable enough. Well, there's still traitors inside the
You
kingdom,
will
one
be
sense or
soon.
another, so, you know, enjoy that while it lasts. Some of us are in there speaking if you're interested. Might be wise to catch you
Let's
up
see.
on past details and events that have transpired.
It was good to see you all alive.
Yeah. Watch your head on the way in. Want to keep the tree in somewhat
there.
stable condition.
Exactly. I more than agree. Keep them on a short leash. Spectate their every move.
Exactly. What's the updates with out there?
Oh, well, the Lich has finally started to join us. He should be coming in any minute now.
Finally.
Assuming he doesn't take out half the
Maybe he'll
fucking
start
doorway
carrying his
with
weight
his
as
giant
well.
head. Or his hammer, or anything of his size, really. I'm not sure if he really fits.
Well, that's saying,
I mean, if I
unless you
made
have
it-
any conjections to it, suppose we bring him along. We're always in need of people, bodies, power, and they seem more than capable in the arcane. So,
Okay.
of course, considering what we just went through, more than keep a close eye on them. Don't give them a space to breathe.
Right. If they're capable, then certainly. If they just waste space, maybe we leave them at a tavern or something. However,
And
we
if
could use their
they're
help.
actively
The way they
against us-
travel, people don't follow,
Kill 'em.
meaning that they actually do have a more arcane way of travel. My thought process at the moment is that they have the Woman of Dreams in the Eater of Souls. One only requires sleep, and then the other one requires what we can assume to be part of their soul once a person dies.
Likely. That's
Yeah, I don't know if I said this, but I kind of do something similar. The
You
soul thing,
fucking
not the
what?
soul.
That's new.
Did I... You know how I was
Explain to
breathing
me.
fire and then I overheat and...
No.
Yes, I've seen you breathe fire, but
There's
That's why I
a...
just stopped asking more questions.
Yeah, there's sort of like a... I don't know how to say it. A magical something that just kind of turns souls into heat. So sometimes when we
Fucking
kill
what?
something like the wyvern...
What?
fair enough.
I swear I said something like this before.
No.
Soul
Sorry
Moon,
for not
they
mentioning this
exactly made a
sooner.
Public announcement towards it.
I don't really need it to survive. I can go without souls just fine. It's just
Just
that's my
use the
power
fire.
and heat. Yeah.
The only
This
few
rate,
magic.
we're
Something
going to be
along the
removing all
lines,
souls from this fucking plane.
Oh,
Where are they gonna go? The afterlife? It's not exactly pleasant
Yes.
over there.
No, it isn't, but at least they'll come back.
This shithole, no
what
thanks.
exactly.
Exactly. That's how this life is. It's going to be painful no matter what, and at least we have more souls to come back, unless you want this entire realm to be empty like my father wants it to be.
Are you
It's
convinced
not exactly something I'm the biggest fan
we,
of, but
as a group, could kill the entire
kinda
population
needed
of
to
this
get through
world?
some of the fights.
At this rate, with how many people fucking desire souls, 4 out of the 5 of us,
So
and
we
then
desire
everyone else
them,
is...
it's just helpful. I can not use it, that's fine, but it's been helpful.
Thousands die, but tens of thousands are born in their place every day. We're not gonna put a stop to the end of life.
There's
We're not
a
gonna kill it.
1,000 born?
Yes!
Are you fucking stupid?
Are you dull?
Since when were people able to actually enjoy that? Thousands die, and maybe about the same actually be reproduced every day. Even then, that's less. Drastically less with how times have been. Used to be like that, but that's been stopped years and
I'm
years ago.
sorry, Your Majesty. I apologize. I didn't realize just how fucking naive and stupid you were.
Oh, really now?
You don't think people are out there, despite everything, still having families? You think they've all just stopped?
They are. I don't doubt that. But what happens whenever those families aren't able to live comfortably? What happens whenever those towns start to rubble and get burned? Sure, there are families, but they won't be able to support themselves. Most of them won't be able to have the families of their own. It's a continuous cycle of everything getting destroyed.
Yes, it is. A lot of families starve, they die, it's sickness, plague, the sort of thing, everything takes them. But then somewhere there are 5 other families doing just fine.
Yes, just fine in the world that's about to end.
I think we're a long ways off of it actually just ending. The Dark Lord wants the world in some respect, some people there to use in some
Didn't
way.
you hear what's happening to quite literal Mother Nature?
And we're fixing
She's on the verge of death. Yes. But what if we cannot fix it?
Then we
I
lose.
think that we need to put that together. Exactly. So we should assume that there is a high probability of us fucking losing.
And
What
then
are we even arguing about right now? Feels like you were just bantering for the sake of banter. Pretty cut and
This
dry.
fight, Dad,
Do it or we
we
don't.
will find a
Do it or
way.
we die. Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the doing and achieving.
If you need me to not use magic, I'm perfectly fine just fighting with my hands, but I don't know. It helped a lot with the wyvern.
We need power, we can get it. Though, I'm not exactly too fond of eviscerating one's soul. It's a more
Neither
brutal
am
form
I.
of death I don't wish upon the naive. If it's anything, should you wish to use that breath of yours, try to act your best as a Judasar. Only take the souls of those you think would be deemed worthy of being cremated to your flame.
It's better than how it was used in the past, at least.
If you can, limit the amount of souls that you consume as I do.
The most I've ever had is 3 at the same time.
I really have
Either
no
way,
idea
try
how much of a
going over,
mercy it
but
is,
I
do they?
imagine that'll feel something greater.
At least limit yourself to the souls of animals. Small critters.
I'll try that. Is the soul of an animal, like, that much worse than someone who's actively evil, though?
Or if needed, the soul of that's deserving.
Last one I
Human
had
souls
was the
certainly
wyvern.
apply more power. Animal souls are pure, untainted, lack morality, and for that reason, the souls tend to be, well, lack thereof of much. Souls inherently what one forms one's ego. Animals lack that, therefore, they tend to not really have much of a soul to have. But it can fuel, as has you and you. So of course, a human is far more worthy for your processes.
I can definitely do more than just breathe fire, but that'll take a bit more trial and error to figure out.
It's mute. And at this point, we know we need more power to do what we need to do. I just trust you to try to make the best decisions you can on who deserves to be brought into your stomach.
Okay.
But ultimately,
I'll...
we live in an area of grays, and the longer we stand in the whites, the weaker we get. We have to dip into the parts that we don't want to more often than we'd like. And that's just how it is in this party to achieve
That's
what we
how
need
this
to achieve.
world is. Always has been.
I believe that's all to be said on that. Without him in the party, be mindful with who you absorb, but ultimately, I won't stop you for whom you decide to pick. You can't be picky, period.
Well, I think it's time we try and catch you up to date exactly what the fuck's been going on. Since you were, I don't know, making your throne a little bit bigger to fucking fit your giant suit of armor.
The throne is the least of my concern.
Of course. I mean, you barely fucking fit on the thing, but sure. Right, so... There were wyverns attacking your castle. We defeated them. You're welcome. Chased them over here. We've been guided by a small sprite of nature itself. Small little...
The guide.
The guide, yes. They've been showing us around. We've been following them to and fro through fucking horrible wood and terrible desert and such. Then we came across here. There was some elven bastard who was talking about research on the death of plant life and all such. We helped him research his things. We spoke too much. Turns out he was a follower of the Dark Lord, just not a insane cultist like the last 100 we've met. Tried to kill us. We killed him. And now we're waiting for the guide again.
One of our own.
Indeed. Did almost kill one of our own. Almost killed
Yes,
Hugo.
The same thing guided me here.
You're Thiago. Fucking... Let's go Thiago. But, fine now. We've taken his home. What little of a home he has. And now we wait.
And what of his remains? Did you at least make some use of it?
Eaten.
That's good enough. We gotta use what we can.
Not a lot else we could do with it, to be honest. I think someone took some of his armor. Use it for combat in the future, but it's about it.
As one should. It's understandable, given the current situation.
No, I believe we're just waiting again. 2 new faces. One a devout follower of death in some regard, and the other one who feeds on sleep. However the fuck that works.
Sleep? Like dreams?
But they just, apparently all they need is
Obviously,
sleep.
no, they just said that they need to sleep and that's it.
They showed up today, we don't know anything about them.
They said that they follow us because they have the same acquaintance as us. And they answered with a riddle of, basically, it's just fucking death itself.
Certainly seemed like it at least. Can't imagine death's looking upon you all too, positively, are they?
No. I despise death.
Yeah, you adorn yourself with it.
You despise everything that you love and create. Oh, founder of soul magic.
I just believe that every life deserves a second chance at life. Nothing more.
Then that's hypocritical.
I believe death is just too cruel.
Then you are a fucking fool. I thought that you were greater than that. If there's one thing that life can rely upon, it's simple as death. The fact that you don't see that is disgusting.
Don't get me wrong, I don't desire all life to be immortal. Just a second chance. No more, no less.
So much of a difference there.
Oh, we better fucking pray it's the Dark Lord's second life he's living then, shouldn't we?
Exactly. Or do you want to give him that second chance? Oh, I'll revive you to give you that second chance to be better. For another 1,000 years of fucking darkness.
After all he's done, I doubt it. No.
Oh, you don't even... Never mind. You might want to go out and keep an eye on everyone.
Just for the
They
sake
might
as
be
well.
getting
I know
ready for a battle.
our arguments on souls and such, we are very much in agreement that if we do kill the Dark Lord, we feed his soul to every book person that can eat it to make sure that bastard doesn't get revived, yes?
Agreed. I don't
Well,
want
we're
to
gonna
fucking
jump the
back.
conversation. That something attacked Hudson. Something invisible. We can't quite detect it, but there's an enemy out there.
Right then. If it's sneaking around and being a fucking invisible bastard, I might be some help here. Weapons drawn.
May as well.
Weapons ready. Familiarize yourself with the ones that we know.
Outside is one foe showing up and disappearing. I'm taking care of myself.
Oh, fuck.
Right.
Think worse.
Okay. I think I won.
Fucker can
Are
vanish.
you able to stand on your... No, you can't. You're missing it.
Ah, shit. What the hell is that?
Like so.
Like within thin air. Some sort of illusion magic of some sort, I guess.
Essentially a big soul, man. What you got?
We should stick back to back.
That's what I was thinking. If need be, I can just light up the whole area and see if I hit him.
Is there still some part of Mother Nature that's living? It's not go desecrating this corpse any more than it already is.
If there's one person not to worry about in this fight,
I can respect that.
We are in some sort of breathing state by the time we meet her. Those that saw them, any idea on what we're dealing with? Size, person-sized, December-sized. What are we dealing with?
Similar to Hudson.
Hudson. Yeah. Perhaps a little taller than most, but
They seem physically capable.
It's manageable.
Feats of strength, or they simply just
manageable if we can even see them or deal with them in any regard.
I don't know. I didn't fight them really. Seems like an assassin of some sort.
I see. They're not too keen on that fight.
Blade of the Shadow, man. Blade of the
It's usually
Shadow.
inside as the safety point. There's only one entryway.
Right.
Well, if they're spending their time going around invisible, they're probably not the strongest person. I feel like a good swing will take them out.
Hard to say.
Those have to be found out.
It's a chance, but don't get your hopes up.
The Dunban, the Cindy, man.
Best thing right now is try to stay somewhere where your back is being watched by somebody while it's the surface. We can just go into traps. We'll have to worry about some assassin traps.
to have anyone who can see in the dark, do we? Or see.
See the invisible? No.
Outside to the healers.
Right.
Asshole took a bow.
Show off.
You seem to be a cocky one.
Well, laying on the ground is one thing, but like your wound is at least fully, like it's fully healed. Just not to take any more.
Did it come in?
It did. Yes.
It did. He hasn't been back in recently.
Right.
Status.
Some kind of special
Frost magic.
Stab me right in the stomach, the
Yeah.
fucker.
Yep. It's gonna start forming, hurting a lot. Okay, it's not that deep at least. No, it's a bit deep. A bit longer. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done.
Thanks.
Alright. No worries. Unless you were not aware about, unless you did it, they've already done it. They have ice magic or whatever by the looks of it.
Wonderful. Alright then. I'm gonna track this bastard down.
Inside. It's inside.
Oh shit.
It's somewhere here with us.
It's in. Yeah, it's inside.
Ow.
Be very aware of your magic. This is a very enclosed space.
If you hadn't seen it earlier, it has some kind of frost magic to it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, need this many people inside.
Can't really tell when the door opens or not, it seems. Come on, we stick close to each other. Then we stab at people who are on their own.
Right.
Doesn't seem like they can hit people when they're invisible.
Perhaps they're just intangible.
Ghost there.
Yeah, okay.
Can you take care of it?
A day is to hurry.
I can take a blow from that shit pretty easily.
Not to alarm the group, but if I was the invisible stabby type, I'd be going for the healers.
Does he even know which ones are?
The weaker looking ones?
Alright. Cool. Oh, it's fine. He's very strong.
Outside once more. He's not just dealing with some assassin, but they have some up on fighting capabilities as well.
It needs to go physical whenever it's going to do anything, including going at the door.
Unfortunate.
I notice it keeps stabbing the people who wander off on their own, so maybe don't do that.
Go invisible, why not pick off the ones alone?
Exactly.
It's not always true. It just goes for the people that the people are least looking at.
Come on, man. I know your work.
castle, we say.
That is the cause of that oath. If they did have some way to communicate with some higher liege immediately, maybe they're sending assassins now.
I was able to smell something, but it was visible. As soon as it vanishes, the scent vanishes as well.
You think there's more than one?
Could be. Watch your backs.
Cool.
Good catch.
Good one, sister.
I do wonder if it's covered in something that could force its appearance. Or if it simply just disappeared with the magic.
I think it's some sort of strange magic.
Who's behind the tree?
I don't understand.
Do you think they would leave footprints?
I don't know, I can't even pick up a scent on it. I think it just completely vanishes. It stops existing.
Completely.
By the
nothing.
lich!
And now we hide.
Completely stop existing.
Two can play this game. It's not the only one that can hide in shadows. Come on, come on. Synthecal backstab!
Synthecal lock!
We had a good few hits on it. How's your tail?
It's more durable than human skin, but that's
Not using its actual magic.
And back to the shadows I go.
We're trying to lock its wells. It's not using their wells. They're using
The idea is to lure them out, scatter them. Backstab! You're the only one that can sneak, you fucking bastard! I'll get back to my sneaking.
me as well.
as good as you think, are you?
They hold their breath.
Interesting. Okay. There's a weakness. You use magic. You need some sort of aid. You aren't just sneaky, are you? No, no. No, you lack the skill. But you're a cold-blooded killer. He's relying on cheap tricks. He's not trained at all. Up against a rookie assassin.
A rookie that can go invisible with a knife, so be on guard.
Indeed, and he's still getting caught off guard. Fucker thinks he's got me hunted, huh? Alright then. If you insist.
Mind you!
Fuck! Watch it at the fire!
Warm yourselves.
I heard that breath. You do rely on how long you can hold your breath, don't you? You invisible bitch.
If it is true, intangibility, it's over there. I suppose I can't take a breath.
In that case,
Body phases through all, including oxygen.
aim for the lungs. Leave him as breathless as possible. So he can only disappear for short amounts of time. Eventually, you won't have enough breath left in him to even go invisible for even a moment.
Aim for the center, gotcha.
Right then. Back to hunting.
Careful.
Okay. I've got my read on you now. Good punch! Grab your... Try and... Take it to the ground! Come on! Fuck! He was almost out of breath there. He's not gonna go very far. Shit.
Amazing. Get back quick before he reappears and finishes his job.
Yeah. Like me.
Get him back.
It's definitely breath. Choked him out, punched him in the stomach. Bastard couldn't breathe and he couldn't get away.
He knows his target's
Good
well.
to know.
Shit. He's weakened though. I don't know if he can bleed, but if he could, he would be.
Do you need healing?
Yeah, no, I do. I don't know if they could. You can do it, right? Is it gonna be a problem for you?
I don't really want to see you get stabbed.
I can stop the blood that they're tapped in there, so we're saving for emergencies.
Good.
That should clot it. It should not bleed anymore.
I appreciate
So
it.
try not to get hit again in the same spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
You took multiple steps because of it.
Alright then.
Yep.
Fuck it, stab me all the way through.
Yep. Healing begins now.
Maybe a cracked rib or two as well, and a lot of ice to the face. But, good news. It's definitely reliant on breath. Punched him in the gut.
We
Choked
haven't
him
made
out.
aware, but it's good to know.
Oh, fuck, he couldn't do
Good.
anything.
Very good.
So he was stuck for a while after you did that.
Yeah, he was.
Right.
Seemed like him vanishing after that was desperate. He was really, really in a bad state. Not sure if he bleeds, but if he could, he certainly
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Healed.
Fuck. Okay.
At least we know how he does his stuff. The ice thing is probably pack magic, as Mithrin said. I don't know.
Likely. I've caught him sneaking away as well once or twice. Completely breathless each time, very open. Very difficult, of course, for many to get close, but sneaking around and backstabbing people is kind of my job, so I'm gonna go do my thing.
Go ahead.
You told me before that I can't quite redo everything. Just clot yourself, correct?
Just clots the blood.
I am undead. It does
Doesn't
not
bleed now.
matter.
Oh, fuck me. Oh.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I got healed. Still just hurts like a bitch.
Yeah.
Yes, it is certainly breath that he needs to do this. I caught him vanishing from it, reappearing near me. Breathless, even though I was there.
You check around. Check around the routes, but 2 at a time and not going alone.
It's intangible. There's no way to leave behind a trace of it. Should an arrow be lodged in its chest, it'd simply fall off once it goes beyond again. That's it. Once more is going completely avant-garde.
That's what they want, Mon.
If you drink, will you replenish your costume?
No, I can substitute blood for backlash.
You only know if that's worth it, and I cannot tell you what the right move is.
I don't know. I would have to drink the blood, and I don't know if I would still heal people after that.
I could ask Zeno how much she has before you make your decision.
They're relatively tapped.
It doesn't attack when we're all fucked up. It's an opportunity to kill it.
Yeah, why would it?
Send off the strongest on their own.
You're bleeding again.
Oh, just freezing.
We bait her
Some
down.
frostbite. appreciate it. Fucking hell.
I need to
Put the number down on you.
Fucking magic.
It may have a point, though. When your loner comes out, at that very least we can guarantee we know where it will go if we leave one standing on their own. Someone who can take a hit. Once it appears on them to take that bait, we come from the woodworks and make our way with them.
Oh, he's departing, man. He's departing.
I'll be taking that soul.
Fucking don't move the fire so far away.
Big greedy man.
There might have been two of them and we wouldn't know, so perhaps we do not let our guard down.
There's not.
That we know of.
Making other identifiers, just any kind of item general.
Do me a favor. Look for any identifiable symbols. Anything that seems like a logo belonging to something. If he is an assassin, I might recognize where he's from. There's a few guilds. A few groups of bastards.
That weapon of theirs seems interesting. Got through the scales.
Certainly so. Seems like some.
I suggest taking it.
They was looking for a quality dagger.
It's fucking
We'll
big
be
dagger.
back, man.
It's more Bitcoin.
I take anything from its worth. Make use of what we have.
Make use of
I'm
it.
looking for things.
It's not going to do much. It's low ranking at best.
Look,
Follows assassins.
really. Checking the bodies, typical. Is there like a brooch or something on them that might show that they are belonging to the Dark Lord?
There is a Assassin's Guild symbol, but not one you'd recognize.
What'd you find?
Oh, Your Majesty! This symbol, little brooch he's got.
Yes.
This
Follows
dad's.
assassins. Low ranking.
That's what you meant.
So be it then. You know what? If no one else is gonna use it, I'm already an assassin. If we need espionage.
Okay.
Don't speak.
You should take it.
I will.
Noted.
Bastard. Right then. No one else is gonna use this. I'll be
Is it
taking this.
alive?
Dead, I'm pretty sure.
Is it,
They're dead.
is it undead though?
That body's being dragged.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay, drag your body. I'll take its armor and its things.
Assassin. The vote person of the Dark Lord is what I'm going to insane.
That's a damn fucking heavy body, holy shit.
I'll take what's left to her.
Just do it if you wanna despawn. It was the assassin. The Dark Lord, apparently. Going to this little brooch. Given
Shadows in the dark, man. Continue your work, man. It will be in just a moment.
Do me a favor, help me de-armor this. Gonna take his weapon, his armor. So if we ever need espionage, someone to pretend to be a Dark Lord assassin. Well, I don't think anyone better to fit the job than me.
Not much left of this one, man. Fecal already. Broken.
So works. So.
Blade slightly low quality, but maybe a little bit of sharpening.
You in the tail twice, then?
So it would cut through people pretty easily.
It was just the one. Okay, it's just that one time. Okay. No, I think he did the ice attack as well. I don't know. Whatever that was.
Spare hood and cloth in case you need it. Good for covering up. These things burn.
Were they a person or undead?
As you're looting it, if you check the hands, 6 of the fingers are completely frozen.
Oh, fuck me. Looking at its ethical, after my history of killing just about everything, is it undead, or what is he?
No, it was living. It was above average height human.
It's human. I think there might be some blood in here still. Hang on. Gonna like do a little cut with a knife. Thinks on its own of a frozen treat. Bastard was giving himself frostbite though with the ice. Look. 6 of his fingers. Frozen cold. Black at this point.
Must have been a finger for each cast.
I will take your advice.
Likely.
Apparently, as well, he's saying it was a low ranking one as well. So,
Very low ranking. Okay.
very low rank, I see.
Concerning.
Not disgustingly so, but it is not one of the higher ones.
I suppose it goes to show how much he puts the worth of us. And only would be the low ranking person. Frankly, that is a low
Something being unnatural about that one.
I was going to say, that's a bit worrying if that was a low one. Very low.
If he has the alpha, he looks much of a number to us.
I'm just glad we were awake when they showed up.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Could have been sleeping. Good thing they went after me first, too.
Yeah.
I went
my lower half too, like an idiot.
probably fucked off after I got you, because it got me in the back as me, Lorelai, and us were coming back from our walk.
What are you playing with?
Brooch of his identifies him as one of the Dark Lord's assassins. Now I'm one.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how that works.
Well, we have his armor. I am a trained killer for hire. So if we ever need anyone to go undercover.
I like that idea a
I
lot.
suppose. But,
You're right.
I mean, I suppose, but as you were saying, at least what we understood of his backlash is that he, like, loses a finger to frostbite or something.
Yeah, well,
With the breath.
fucking cast magic, so that's not a problem for me.
Unless you want
And if
You
it's a
know,
low rank,
just really
it's
saying
not
that.
like the Dark Lord's got, I imagine, extensive files and every single assassin under his name. Especially the low rank.
That is true, actually.
I know what you
It'd be far
Okay,
too
yeah,
much work
no,
for people
you'll-
he's sending to his death. Actually, Yoga,
Wait,
you're
yeah,
good
you
with...
were talking about disguising spells. That's like a thing?
Well, yes. I am capable of making enchantment of one, though I require the necessary resources.
Actually, I require the magically inclined of us, Thiago, especially you. I want to check this. See if the brooch hasn't got some sort of tracker on it, maybe.
Good point.
That would be good to check, actually, yes. Around here?
Yeah.
There's the receiving end of a tracker.
Receiving. Mana is being put into it. It's receiving some kind of... I guess I can only describe it as signal.
So something's tracking this, or this is tracking something.
You
Yes.
said receiving, which means that would be it was receiving a signal, which means they have a tracker on us. Or that other guy would be buried.
Mana's being poured into it. Which would likely mean it's currently telling us where we are right now. Or, at the very least, they know where the brooch is.
Where the brooch is, I might not be as extensive as to know whereabouts specifically and who.
I can't quite detect on that level to know exactly what magic's doing. All I can inform is magic is in fact being put into it. Something
That's
flooding mana from a location to that brooch.
at least what we wanted to know, so it's enough.
At a minimum,
Is there a way we could
it knows where
follow
the
the
brooch
tracker
is.
to
At the
see
worst,
what
it
it's
knows where
following?
we are.
We also know they were using pact magic of some sort, right?
Right. I suppose that is possible, but again, I don't exactly have a very keen level of detection. Only just some for manipulating souls and mana for enchantments. All I can really tell is it's receiving mana, but an exact directional location, that's a bit more of a task.
I could... I have a very far-fetched... So if it's an enchanted item, doesn't that mean it has a soul in it?
Well, in a way. It's a bit odd to explain.
Oh, you dead bastard.
Do you think if I
Enchanting
ate the
works.
soul with it... Do you think if I ate the soul in it, I could tell what I was trying to do?
Going to eat the brooch.
Let
We
me...
already ate the soul. The soul's already gone.
The soul in the brooch.
There's a soul in there.
Apparently counts as a tracker of some
That's
sort.
how enchanted items work.
I've never
This is a-
really had one
I-
eat an enchanted item, per se. I can't now. unless you
Problem
tell me
is,
what
this
the
would be
result
good to keep around, and if I'm questioned, it'd be nice to have on hand. In full.
I'm not saying eat the... I'm not gonna eat metal. I mean eat the soul in the metal.
Certainly not dead.
Just the tracker.
Like
The
that to
enchantment.
still work somewhat.
Hypothetically speaking and such.
Out of morbid curiosity, any of us
That's
good
up to you.
hunter?
You did get stabbed in the
Like
back.
animal hunting, but specifically not killing the thing. Got an idea.
Ah.
This brooch is going to be very useful. If we can use it, we can trick the Dark Lord, we can play his games, we can fuck around with people, and if it's still working, in case they do check if I go undercover, it adds to the alibi even more. However, I don't really want to take it to where we're going, for obvious reasons. So, assuming you're not listening, you little brooch motherfucker, I'd like to try and attach this to an animal. If any of us are pretty good with animals, I'd like to attach one to one. Go do our little thing, and then when we leave, be able to come grab it again, take it with us, throw it onto another one, sort of thing. We've got Revna, she's a druid, right? Animals love her ass or something, right?
I don't think it's quite like that.
No idea how it works. Don't fucking touch magic. If not, then...
I would have no idea.
I could try fucking catching a bird, maybe. It's not heavy.
I mean, did we ever consider the
You're a
fact
fucking
that
moron.
books could just be used to receive information about us?
Hi, it's me, your book.
Like,
We don't
Right,
have
well, if you're gonna give me sense, can you give me an answer? What the fuck am I doing then?
For fuck's sake, right, it's the receiver. There's something somewhere else
Some kind of mana, but
that is going, hey, over here.
find the deeper meaning of what it is.
There's going to the brooch going, hey, look over here. Pump it with mana and you'd find out where it is.
So it's a fucking
Yes, in case
locator,
he
so
wants to
it takes us somewhere else. I don't fucking know that. No one explained it to me. I don't know how this magic shit
In
works,
case
okay?
he wants to use it,
An
use the
entitled
armor, especially if they
novel.
go undercover as said assassin.
I'm a
Which,
brilliant
I'll be
novel.
honest, it's
Right, get someone to
You
pump
are
it
a
with mana.
mediocre children's book at best. But fine, we'll play your game, right. I need mana in the
Yes,
brooch.
yes.
Shut up, I'm doing your thing, alright? I'm doing what you're telling me to.
Get someone to put it in, I'll track it for you.
Apparently it fucking,
Speaking of
it's
what,
not
yeah.
what we think it is. Apparently it's meant to lead us somewhere. To a camp, maybe? Who knows? Point is, I need mana, and I've got so little it would make a child laugh, so... If he was willing to hand over... a little
You
bit-
make children laugh out of pity every
I
day.
got no souls
Shut
in
the
me.
fuck
I'm not
up.
burning
I will
mine
use
for
you
it.
as toilet paper if you keep speaking.
Yeah, fucking mana sort of my entire arcane school, so...
Okay, great. Just a bit of magic on my end of things.
Alright?
Into your fucking treehouse.
God, you are so fucking bossy today.
You're so fucking useless.
Useless! If it wasn't for me, I think a lot of us would be far more nearly dead from this fucking... Oh, whatever. Right, we're in here.
Alright.
Put you down. Would that service you, your majesty?
That means decent quality table. Right. Left side of the other door. Like right across from you. You understand directions, right? You know left and right,
I
or do you
know.
just get your fingers out?
Can you silence the chatter for a moment? You oversized fucking thesaurus. Right. What am I doing here? There's nothing here. It's a corner.
Yes, no, you're looking at, the extended bit of wood that makes the door.
Yeah, fucking, I see it. The door is there. There is a door. Am I going in the door?
No, to the side of it, on the outside.
I am to the side of the door as we speak. Can you not see? Do your million letters of eye not let you see?
Okay, yes, I see. And are you blind? I thought you were the assassin doing sneaky shit. There's a fucking sneaky paddle in the middle. Like a panel, open it up.
Oh, that fucking is.
Wow. Yes, look at that. It's the other end of the room. Right, so you can do this. This you're good at. Stab the shit out of it.
Give me a minute.
Great. That room's destroyed. The whole beacon of, oh, here we are, is now gone.
Right, so we were being... This entire building was tracked. Is that what we're getting?
Well, aren't you the morons that told a mage, hey, look, we hate the Dark Lord?
Right.
Was there a moment where he wasn't watched?
Who fucking knows? Who knows? Right. In all your infinite wisdom, now we have a brooch that is a one-way receiver. We've destroyed the tracker. And is there anything we can do with this in your all infinite wisdom and genius to maybe, I don't know, fucking help us?
No, you could wait until, you know, someone else places a rune for assassins to come over, then clearly there'll be some kind of problem warranting assassins. And then guess what? Likelihood they're trying to kill someone that could be your friend.
So we're using this almost like a distress beacon.
I guess in your way, yes. Technically it's a hunt down this area beacon, but, you know, someone will be in trouble. And if they're worthy enough to, you know, have assassins sent after them, they're probably decent enough allies.
Huh. I see. How am I gonna know when it goes off?
Shit, I don't know, probably like a surge in mana or something is connecting to it?
Do you think I know what a fucking surge in mana feels like?
Yes, but I can tell, you dickwad.
Oh, well, if you're gonna be talkative every time it happens, then I welcome it. Just don't go suddenly silent and then tell me I haven't helped someone, and I'm an idiot for not doing so.
Yeah, no, of course I'll help. Technically leading to assassins, people you're willing to kill, therefore more souls, you know, it's all...
Right,
all good fun.
Beneficial, yes, whatever, right. Are we done?
Well, yes, why else would we be together at this point?
I find our little talks witty and fun. I enjoy insulting a book, I don't know.
Shit, I guess you're not above insulting anything else. They would destroy you. Right, yes. Enjoy the brooch. Now you just wait for the guide, or do I have to tell you everything that you're supposed to do?
Alright, that's enough. You can shut the fuck up. Alright, fucking, you're going back on the butt. Don't hear another word of it. Go to bed.
Alright.
What? Oh, right, you can't hear the fucking
Anything
book.
that we should be aware of?
This is a brooch from the assassin that was outside that we have killed. It was a tracker. However, it was not tracking the brooch. The brooch was tracking something else. What is now in absolute fucking pieces and shambles and dust on the floor here was the tracker. Turns out these are used by your father when your father or people related to him want someone killed. They place a tracker somewhere in the building, likely like this tree, and it sends out a surge of mana to the brooch, telling nearby assassins to come slit somebody's throat. Under
We
the...
should get moving.
No. Not quite. They can't track through that. They place trackers down for the assassins to find. If I keep a hold of this, and there is a surge in mana, the book helps me or someone else in the deciphering where it might be if it's close enough. Anyone the Dark Lord or those that serve under him deem worthy of assassination could be a worthy ally.
True.
Acts as a sort of makeshift rescue beacon for us.
I
Also,
was saying we should get moving due to the fact the surge. I doubt that would just be one assassin that heard it.
likely, we would be wise to move sooner rather than later. There might be one more. They might stop, considering the brooch is now gone, and not really anyone else would be able to find that thing. Point is, we have some way forward. I've stolen the armor of the assassin individual. So if we need to sneak into a camp, I have the brooch, I have the armor, I have the weapon.
Isn't the armor of the wearer way taller than you?
Well, if we run into our friends at the dwarves again, we can get them to change it for me. Nothing a good blacksmith can't sort out. Then we have a blacksmith in our group.
Away. We have a blacksmith. This is the first time hearing of it. Whom?
The woman with the crystal eyes. The magic.
No, I don't think she's no longer with us.
I see.
Oh.
Well, fucking, we have an entire castle and a Lich King who rules over it. I'm sure one of those undead skeletons can maybe smack a hammer on a forge. We'll get it worked on.
Go there first. What I'm saying is when battle comes.
Oh shit, I
Still,
guess
it's
it need
good
be,
to hang
right?
on to the armor just in case. We can figure out that solution.
Yeah, he might be a little large for it, but
Looting any armor is
we'll see.
at this point.
At worst, we'll try and find
What's
another one of
happened
these
with the
assassins.
I can't cast an armor.
So, at worst, we'll try and find you another assassin so we can both go in. I'd rather work with you than everyone. This is a tracker. However, wrong way around. This finds things.
Maybe.
On the floor, over there in the corner, there was a beacon placed. Not sure when, but it was letting the assassins know that we're here. So I've destroyed it. And now with this, the book tells me we can use it as a sort of homing beacon to find those that the Dark Lord deems worthy of assassination. Potential allies.
I see. That's why I was receiving mana. The beacon was sending it straight to it.
Indeed.
Anytime we come to close proximity of another, well, it'll go off, and as you said, we can find people who've also caught his eye.
Indeed. You search around, find their thing, destroy it, kill any assassins that try to kill them. I can use this to sneak into places. It'd be nice if we can find another assassin, to be honest. As much as I believe in my own skill at sneaking around and lying, it'd be nice to bring the big guy with me, so if we can find a slightly bigger one, I'd appreciate it.
Have you seen if it's still receiving a signal, even now?
Book didn't seem to say so. As far as I'm aware, dead silent. You can check if you want, though.
The book likely has a better understanding of this than I. If it says so, then so be it.
Yeah, don't sing its praises too loudly. It might start speaking again.
I'm simply saying it's old. Ancient. I can barely detect mana.
Right. Right then, seems like we have a way forward. To help others that need our aid, and possible new allies we can find along the way. The armor, as our friend up there has said, is a little bit too large for me. He's a little bit taller than I am, so it'd be wise to try and find someone that's a blacksmith and maybe not, too fussed of asking too many questions. I think he's too thin for you, unfortunately. But I'm sure we can find someone that matches your description better.
Before to your size.
If you want to know what the brooch is, you undead bastard, come outside. I'll go tell everyone else before everyone starts thinking I'm truly insane for speaking to a book.
It's kind of cute,
He's just sitting down.
Yeah.
Well, seems like we're well and sorted with the brooch then.
That's what he told me.
It's going to be mighty useful, I dare say.
You find anything out more about it?
Turns out it wasn't that the assassins were tracking it. They were using it to track us. Inside
Fucking right.
the tree. Congratulations. A round of applause for you for getting it right. Truly spectacular.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm very smart.
You don't need to be nice.
Point is, inside there was a beacon of some sort. Not sure when it was placed, if it was placed before or after we arrived. That these little things get a surge of mana in when they're nearby. So, the idea is I will hold on to this, I'll hold on to the armor until we can find a blacksmith that can, you know, whittle it down to my height. And from there, not only can we use this as a way for me to get into certain places, maybe bring a few others with me as new trainees, and then we'll make up some bullshit as we go. More importantly, we can look for areas where people that have gained the Dark Lord's ire and are considered threats enough for assassins to be sent. We can go help, possibly gain a new ally.
Recruiting.
Certainly a possibility.
Something that can work.
Whatever.
I'd very much like to find a slightly bigger assassin around here if I can, though. Be nice to get some armor for the big guy. He could blend in easier. Another brooch would do.
I mean, that assassin was about his size.
Too slim, though. Oh, and I'm breaking the damn thing.
Jaxith, come here.
I was at the blood thing. You wanna fucking...
Yeah, I'll come. Yeah.
Why, thanks. It's a very, very useful ability.
If only it helped me.
Right then, any wounds amongst us? Imagining we're all sitting here just fine.
I got
Nothing I'm aware of.
stabbed 4 times.
You did heal yourself back, right?
That clotted.
Yeah, okay.
I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't know I'm playing hero.
If there was anyone playing hero, I would give them a good scolding, so... Ugh.
How do you know it's new?
Because it's shaped different than the other one.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Someone's got a watchful eye.
Congratulations on your new lantern. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
It's not like he can do much else, to be honest, so... Oh, you got a grunt from him.
Oh, yay.
I was going to say, is he not much of a talkative type?
Nah, he's not spoken since I've known him.
He does hum, though. Quite a nice tune.
Good to hear.
Doesn't really matter what he hums or if he speaks or not. He's a bloody good fighter and a mighty good shield as well, so I keep him around.
Did that assassin have any clothes on underneath the armor?
Very good question.
Like undercloth. Do you want some? I thought this was a fashion statement from you. Do you?
We could. I don't own any clothes.
Fuck me, alright.
Yeah.
It's like so many corpses you can. Fucking yeah, the cloth. You know what? Fuck it. Just hand it over to him at this point. Yeah.
If you guys need to use it, you can have it.
No, it's fine. It was
between the last guy and this guy. I could probably have enough for an outfit.
Need to find someone to sew it together.
Sewing is like stitches. Do you know?
Maybe? I am not the right... I am not the person you should be asking, I'm going to be honest.
I mean, yeah, sewing and stitches are similar things, but it's more fashioning an outfit, that's the issue.
Pretty much.
Just because I wear this shit doesn't mean I can make any of it, you know, like the hood, maybe at a push.
We'll figure something out after.
these new people know how to sew.
I wasn't listening. I'm
That
so
is-
sorry.
Sewing clothes.
I can't hold a
Oh,
needle.
yes,
either.
yes. I know a bit, but nothing advanced.
Now, so on the side,
I can start working on it.
my head feels like it is losing power, so I'm going to go inside.
Yeah, you do that.
Oh my god, you're running out of mana, don't die.
Alright.
What?
What?
Why are you staring at me?
I just checking it. I'm sorry. I'll look this way, I guess.
Don't make me feel bad.
I wasn't trying to. I'm sorry.
God, look what you've done to the man. Broken his heart.
In shambles.
I apologize. I didn't mean
I
it.
have a heart.
You do?
He's an undead man. It's already fragile enough as is, and look what you've done.
You really, both of you,
I
just
almost
don't
got
gang up
stabbed
there.
in the heart. That was
Honestly,
pretty
I'm
wild.
surprised that he
but,
actually has one.
We don't have
Yeah, I
to.
have one.
They just don't.
Born with it.
Does it
Oh,
work?
crap.
Does it beat?
No.
Silence is not really.
Right.
I had to check.
So what was that magic you were using? Like, I know I was saying stuff before, but you shot like... I don't even know what that was.
Colors.
Purple. It was colors.
Soul Flame, man.
Oh.
I see.
It's kind of overkill if you think about it.
Mm. Each their own, man. Each their own.
I have a question. Why are your fingers so long?
Actually, no, you make a great point.
On yours.
I mean, I was gonna ask why they were floating.
Those are claws, but like, look at those things. Do that again. Do it again.
As you say, style, man.
They're fucking massive.
Well, beauty is pain. I suppose you fucking stretched your fingers beyond belief for the sense of style, but works for the look.
You could say that, man. Close enough on that.
So what you did earlier, you fed on his soul, did you?
What was left of it?
Yeah, like 3 people tried to steal that man's soul. I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
it's concerning how...
Well, some of us needed to live. Some need it for their own reasons, and you are aware the afterlife is the worst thing. Worse than here, right? Like it's the worst place to go.
Oh no, I've never died.
Nah.
More than you know, man. More than you know.
Hostel's actually a pretty nice place generally, as long as you're a good person.
No, the tales go that apparently the afterlife is eternal torment and suffering no matter what you do. That's why there's a lot of scumbags in this world now.
Yeah.
No promise of a paradise after you die.
It
Just
was a while,
suffering.
whenever it was a nice tale. Nice tale of green pastures where you could rest. But after the Dark Lord came to rise, he even corrupted that by the sounds of it. Eternal torture to everything, even after your death.
It's not the stories I was told.
Then you must be told the very old stories.
I mean, of course they're old. That's how they're accurate. I don't think some guy angry over his wife is affecting the heavens.
He is. Unfortunately, he is.
I wouldn't. I think you got a lot to learn. Do you know, there's an Assassin's Guild out there. The name slips my mind, but they are in such firm belief of how bad the afterlife is that when they go to kill people, and they get a hit, they make the death as painful, as insufferable as possible. The absolute worst torture. They kidnap them in the dead of night, torture them for weeks on end, make it slow, make it methodical, make the man lose his mind. Because they believe that the afterlife is so terrible that they are doing them a service in preparing them. By destroying their mind already, they can't exactly lose all hope in the afterlife. And so when they transfer over, they've already lost it. Nothing else to lose.
That's
So,
dumb.
it's a psycho way of going. It's a psycho way of going about it. But fuck me, are they good at their job? I once had a client.
Valabella are they?
Hmm?
Valabella are they usually talk about once you die, you kind of have to go through trials. Just prove that you're succeeded in whatever life is. You know, once you pass those trials, you get to go to a place where you won't be hurt. I like that better. I have a feeling the story about eternal torment is made up so the soldiers don't kill themselves when serving the Dark Lord.
Maybe. Let's convince enough
Perhaps.
people to do bad. There's no need to act good for the salvation of yourself, so... who knows? However...
I never focused on... Oh, no, you go.
we do have the evidence of the undead. You revive someone too late. They're never the same. I'm not sure on the specifics if it's an hour, weeks, days, but you take too long. And what comes back is a husk of the man that once was. Deprived of sanity.
I'm going to take a
thought.
rest for now.
Okay.
If you need me, come get me.
Right.
Don't need me.
I'm going to put these clothes by the other cloth.
But many that return
I
from
never was-
death are completely gone. Not the person you once loved anymore.
I never was one to figure out what my father was coming up with for stories to everything to rebuild and whatnot. He just wanted to destroy it all, and I followed him along with that. I was more of the military, though. Making sure that people knew how to fight, make sure that people knew when to strike, all of that. Even then, he took more of a lead. I just sat back and prepared myself for it.
It can be pretty hard to break those trials with that kind of story.
You're acting like those are actually real, though.
I think they are. Can't think of a better way to run the afterlife.
That's because you're not one of the ascended ones that run it. If it was as simple as that, where us mortals could comprehend, then it would have been already ruined, tarnished.
the way you make it sound like it's already has been ruined and tarnished, so...
Exactly.
I think that...
That is the power that hatred holds, does it not?
This is way different than the afterlife story I heard. So.
Let us hear yours.
You turn into blood.
You turn into blood. So when you die, what remains of your soul, your spiritual self, just turns into blood.
And then that blood goes to the next. Like little babies and stuff.
Well, to be born of blood and then to die of it, I suppose. What about you, Thiago? We're discussing our theories on the afterlife. What we believe happens when you die. Any beliefs you wish to share for class?
Here.
What a nice uplifting conversation after facing death, huh?
Oh, and we have one of his servants to try and confirm or deny anything, or he's just going to be quiet.
He likes to speak in riddles. I imagine should we ask, he'd probably just say something all poetic-like.
Oh, of course.
But what happens?
Time and place for everything, Mon.
My bad. Can't really say I know it happens. As someone who manipulates souls, I've seen at least a physical interpretation of what happens when the body gives out. I've meddled with it, mended it to weapons. But as to where that goes... Guess I didn't put much thought into it. I like to imagine it's somewhere nicer, at least. Souls retain a part of everybody. You can still feel one's personality, their ego, inside their soul when they passed on. And so if that personality part of you is going somewhere, I'd imagine you'd be doing something. Maybe there's a plane where souls can take proper form. You simply continue on in the next life. Or maybe that's just a solid in me speaking who wants to think that there's at least somewhere nice to go beyond once I finally beat my end. If I ever do.
That's what I tend to write. That's what I was usually told in Valabella. They make it sound like when you die, you just get tortured for eternity, which is just... feels like a stupid way to run things.
But it's not hard to believe. You can see it on Earth. You can find a soul, take it, and torture it all you like. If I can do it here on this plane, who's to think I can't do it on another?
But life is like the trial, where you determine if you're right or not, if you win or lose. And when you die, that's when the judgment happens, and you get to the ending. I don't think it's as simple as that.
It's a common belief in a lot of zealots. Those who are practitioners of ascended ones and other spirits. Admittedly, since they've been gone or in hiding of the Dark Lord's recent reign. Not when people speak of much, not too often anymore.
I think it's just a good idea to, keep it in mind at least.
Any reason that
If you're a good person now, you'll get good things later and whatnot.
Used to people in this group sitting by themselves.
Some people call it a fool's errand. In this bleak world, trying to find any sense of happiness anywhere. But I think it's nice to have a blissful thing to look forward to.
I assume we should join the conversation over there.
Some might call it a way of just gaslighting yourself to continue on and trudge through this bleak reality.
It's pretty nice now.
I think
And what
But just
conversations
the
would be
night,
Nice
better?
thought. Have you given your say? You know, I imagine you have something very woeful to say about it.
I doubt that you'll touch, yeah. You have plenty of
Oh, myself?
You.
Oh, you've seen that? if that's the case.
I believe what the common populace believes, and what the
So they wanted to go on all
sights of the undead have told me.
So if we do go into
It has to be great tragedy over on the other side. There's no way it's not. Considering this man uses soul fire, I'm sure there are great fires of green and purples engulfing people, torturing them for all eternity to make them lose their minds. You've seen it yourself, those that come back from the undead, if they're not revived quickly, lose themselves. They are a fragment of what they once were. Mad in their mind, they attack, they're violent. At a moment's notice, they don't know friend from foe. From living, from an unmoving object. They just attack. And so, I believe that once you die, you go to the afterlife and you suffer. Until some bastard grabs your corpse and maybe your soul, stuffs them back together. And if you've already lost it at that point, then who knows what you do.
I spent some time in that direction.
Can't say it's
No, it could just be
a
my
wrong
own
thing to think,
failing.
as bleak as it is.
I'm going to shut up and leave.
I know many necromancers I've encountered have described the afterlife as nothing more than just a glorified inventory for them.
Come on.
Right, I mean, let's think now.
Walk rather than just sit around in front
Been
of
killing people for money for about 10 years, give or take at this point, so... It's not exactly I'm gonna have the most cheery outlook on
someone
things.
takes a walk, it's not going to be met with them dying mysteriously in the woods by themselves.
Suppose so. No, maybe consuming souls then is just sparing people that hell of an afterlife.
That's my consideration. The afterlife is a tragedy. A suffering and wait. If you die and you just get to rest eternally, I consider that a win.
If only, man. If only.
Well, until you give me a straight answer on something, I'll just continue to think that.
One certainly can say something. Or are you entirely bound to the spirit to not say anything of actual value?
One thing's for certain, man. On the other side, you travel. It's the edge of what I can say, man.
Bound it is.
You travel.
Sounds like my thing.
Good to know. Once we die, I have to get my running shoes on. Got a lot of traveling ahead of me. Hopefully I can dye my best pair of sweats.
You'll forgive me if I ask others to translate for you, or ask someone else questions of things you probably know. I care not much for riddles, or those that try to speak of a higher intelligence to the normal man. I see no reason for complications in just trying to talk to someone. It annoys
I think
me.
they would react normal to some things. I'm gonna pick up a small
Understandable,
rock
man.
and just throw it.
I was even an owl. Oh, and look at that, infighting already. I think we trusted you. Jaxith, you're gonna have to kill him. James.
Oh, terrible. Well, you know, I'm very good at it, so...
Welcome back.
It's a pretty normal reaction, though.
I suppose so. Throw a stone, expect a stone to be thrown back.
Have you seen a river anywhere? I desperately wish to get all this blood off myself.
Over there?
Fortunately, I can't say I've seen one.
Still.
I thought there was one over there.
Our good friend here has the most useful magic I think we've ever seen in our lives.
We do get a lot of blood on him. And look, he even takes care of it.
Huh.
As disgusting as that may be.
I don't mind. That's fine. Thank you.
You consider
It's not like
disgusting.
you're
This
using
is
it
the
anyway.
greatest cleaning I've ever seen. Doesn't cost me a
That's
single
actually
dime.
fantastic.
Cleans all my things, feeds him. It's fucking wonderful.
It actually doesn't, it's the cost of the spell.
Thanks. Now I'm ready for the ball.
There's a ball. I need clothes.
No, there's not. Sorry.
Ignoring the dust and mud and all the other filth that probably coats your body, but...
Yeah, they did a great job on it. Apparently, because it's made out of the scales of that wyvern thing, it's resistant to fire as well. So it should protect me from overheating too much.
That's concerning. Why are you saying that? The utterance of the word shit and nothing else implies there's an issue.
Huh? No, it's nothing. Too bad. Thoughts watching off little trails.
I don't think
Nothing
too
really of any actual importance, just personal.
Don't think too much, you might grow a guilty conscience.
I think
The
I'm
topic of
also
meandering
aware,
thoughts.
I'm not sure.
I figured there'd be a few that you could help me with.
Oh, of course.
You wouldn't mind stepping away. Oh, jeez.
I do not mind at all. Please, lead on.
Well,
So let me get this straight. They made that shield out of that silver wyvern thing?
Yeah.
That
I mean, obviously
right
not.
there.
What do you mean that one right there?
That specific shield out of the wyvern.
Mm-hmm. It was a silver wyvern. I mean, obviously not strong, not nearly as strong as like a dragon scales, but it's not bad. I mean, also some bits of metal that we had.
I don't think it's just scales, if that's your concern.
Yeah. I think you had to take like a
There's
base
some
and
claws
then
as
pass
well.
that to it. I'm no weaponsmith, but blocks the frost attack pretty well.
I imagine it'll be far more effective against fire.
Yeah. Fire's kind of one of my weaknesses, but not because it's like, you know, not because I burn easily, but because it heats me up, and then I have to catch my breath again. When I fight, I kind of run hot. It's also why I can't wear the best armor, because I need the exposure on my skin.
I see.
Man, I'm glad I don't have that problem.
I think the dead assassin guy had clothing under that armor.
We
Yeah.
it off. He has it now.
Oh.
It's the worst part about being short is that all this clothing is too big. Look at that resized.
Nothing a few wraps around and
Tell
maybe
me
a
that.
belt can't fix.
You know how hard it is for me to find pants?
You don't wear pants.
Exactly.
No, that's a personal question. I like that, nor do I want to know. Fair enough.
Maybe you made the right call there.
I did. I suppose, out of curiosity then, because of the state of your appearance and the way you are, apparel is difficult to come by. The shirt, is that generally seen as the normal standard for your culture, or just a courtesy? Or at this point, armor, more than anything else?
I mean, that'd be weird if I was just walking around shirtless the whole time. That's about it.
Is it?
This specifically is armor. I do have a shirt underneath.
It's not terribly weird, to be honest. Especially in a land like this. It's rather warm a lot of the time, so... If you're in frozen tundra, then it'd be odd. If you enter a city, it might be odd to remain shirtless the whole time, but... that wouldn't concern yourself too much.
It doesn't matter.
No, there's like bugs and stuff.
The common
Yeah, I don't think it's
man
much of an issue
much
for you.
appreciates someone else cover up more than anything. It's considered impolite to roam around half naked.
I have pants on.
Yeah, that won't cut it in most cities. You'll need a little bit more than that.
They're half naked too, technically.
There are different,
Bella, it's freezing all the time, so it's not like we're just walking around naked.
Well, as far as I can tell, their genitalia isn't on show, and also it's different in their culture, and it's not like you see many of them ever in cities to begin with.
It's a weird
So,
conversation.
if I become a drag,
If you're so obsessed with wearing as little clothes as possible, why ask for the cloth?
I'm not obsessed with it. I just want to blend in till the clothes are in.
I don't think we need to blend into any social norms while we're here. It is a barren wasteland of the undead. I think your very everything blends in far better than the rest of us do. My beating heart and slightly warmer coloured flesh implies that I don't blend in compared to you. Well, right then. I dare say I'm going to go up there as well. Prepare the armors and such, and see what this brooch of mine can do. Get familiar with its shapes, see if I can learn anything about the culture from the book. I have many things I need to get up to, so if you'll excuse me.
Alright, have a good day. Don't walk off too far on your own. What day do you suppose you're more completely to some kind? Your friends are others of peril. Tempt you. Something else. Easily involved. Besides, I would not be surprised if I take advantage of such moments. Vulnerability, offering you a little power, or simply hold the situation at ransom, or prefer force you to make a decision so you can go back and aid your compatriots. I would almost guarantee that this is something they've considered. I'd be shocked if they did not.
Right now, it seems like this is almost too good of a deal. I can call his fire, and technically I can't die so long as he allows it.
Seems a very true one.
A deal. It's none of my business. Far too experienced with dealing with that. And I'm not really doing a very good job of mine either. I present no good advice to them, I'd say. Suppose it's time we try and get some rest, though. Oh man, you know, we'll leave it there. We'll do a short one today, because I want to make sure I have time to charge everything and get things ready for the Lunar Crest Ball. I don't really have anything planned for the pre-session stuff, so I'll take my time with it. But we will be there. We will be at Eden. That much is certain. I will do my damn fucking best. We will even start up stream and everything. So hopefully we'll be able to be there. Let me put on my silly music so we can fucking tell it's... That's the wrong one. Where's my silly music? Put on KH2 soundtrack. Whoa, short stream. Oh, load. There you go. Here's praying. I have done everything in my power to make this work. I have a little shiny new recolor of John's outfit for the bull today, because I really wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it or not, but I've got some ideas on how to make it work, so we're going to do our damn best. And if it doesn't, fuck. But we will certainly try. Alright, gang. So, I'll see you all in about hour and a half, more or less. Not really much else to do, really, than just sort of wait. So, some of you guys, Bringus will probably start his early, I think, because I think he's got things to do before that. But until then, we'll take it easy. I'll see you guys. Doesn't work, we will cry. It's okay, we'll cry together. I'll be there, I'll stream it, the whole experience of me trying to load that shit in. Because I really want John Garfield to be there. He's low-key got that shit on. It'll be wonderful. It's gonna be a very good time. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. See you all later. Take care of yourselves, everyone. I'll see you in a bit. Fucking gabagoo. There is a new outfit. There is. It's in my thing. We saw it. Yeah, new outfit. See ya. Gabagoo. This new outfit. Don't worry. You'll see it soon. Woo!